After completing this lesson, you will be able to use and apply layer overrides to control the display of layers in a viewport, and use layer overrides to control how a layer plots. You can override any layer property of an object, and you can control the display of layers in any viewport using layer overrides. You can use VP layer overrides to determine if any layer overrides have been applied in a drawing or a viewport. If the command returns a 1, overrides have been applied. If the command returns a 0, no overrides have been applied. So we have this drawing, and we do not have any layer states saved in it. And if I click on layer properties, you'll see that I have several layer filters that I can use to control what's displayed. And you'll notice that I have several layers that are frozen, and currently I'm isolated that just the first floor layer plan is thawed and all the other layers are frozen. And you can see in the layer drop-down list, you can see all of the layers. So I'm going to create a new layout, and I'm going to place this viewport on the viewport layer. And I'm going to click into model space, so I have model space activated. Then I'm going to bring up layer properties. Notice that one of the things I can do is I can change the color. And I'm going to click on the one arch plan filter, and notice that I can control the VP color for that filter. So I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to, made the arch plan current, layer filter current, and so that I can just look at those layers. And I'm going to hold down the shift so I can select all those layers, and I'm going to click in the VP color column and set it to a gray, and OK. And I'm going to rename it first floor plan gray. And notice in the original floor plan, it retains the colors. So now I have one version of the view that's using grayscale. Now you can also do layer overrides for specific objects. For example, if I just wanted this element to have a specific color, I could come over to properties, and right now the color is set to by layer, and I can override it and set it to blue. To determine if the viewport has layer overrides in it, I can double click to enter model space and then type in or select VP layer overrides, and it'll say VP layer overrides equals 1 to indicate that there are indeed layers overridden. If I do that in the other layout, notice it says VP layer overrides equals 0 to indicate that none of the layers have had their properties overridden.